When I bought my house, it came with a narrow, half-paved lane that led up to my driveway. That road wasn't fancy, but it was mine. It had been part of the deed since the 1960s, a strip of private land connecting my property to the main street. For years, I let the neighbors use it as a shortcut. I didn't mind, as long as people respected the fact that it was private. Then came the HOA. A new housing development sprang up next to my neighborhood, and with it came an overzealous homeowners association. Within a few weeks, they put up rules, signs, and a shiny little newsletter reminding everyone what color their shutters had to be. None of that applied to me. I wasn't part of the HOA, but apparently they thought my private road did. One morning, I came outside to find a fresh, HOA-maintained road sign hammered into the dirt right at the entrance. They hadn't asked. They hadn't even left a note. By noon, there was spray paint marking visitor parking across the edge of my driveway. I marched to the HOA office, papers in hand. My deed showed the road was mine. But the president, a smug man in a golf shirt named Rick, just smiled. "Technically, it's a community access point now," he said. "We're making improvements. You'll thank us later." Improvements? They turned my quiet lane into a parking lot. Within days, cars lined the road, blocking me in, engines revving at all hours. Delivery trucks couldn't get through. Friends visiting me had to park 2 blocks away. I warned them. I told the HOA board, repeatedly, that this wasn't their land. Rick just waved me off. "If you don't like it, call a lawyer." So, I did something better. The Disappearing Act. I own a towing company. Small time, family business, but we've got contracts all over town. You know what that means? I have trucks. I have storage lots. And I know every trick in the book when it comes to legally removing vehicles. Late one Friday night, when the road was packed with HOA cars, I got to work. One by one, we hooked them up and rolled them out. By dawn, every single car was gone. 23 vehicles, all neatly parked in my secured impound lot. The next morning, chaos erupted. Neighbors stood in the street, confused, yelling, calling the HOA office. Rick stormed up my driveway, face red, spitting curses. "You can't do this. That's theft." I calmly handed him a stack of papers. "Actually, it's trespassing. See here." I pointed to the highlighted section of my deed. "This road is private property. Your cars were illegally parked. As the landowner, I had every right to remove them." He stuttered, but I wasn't done. "And here's the bill. $250 per car for towing, $75 per day for storage. Payable before release." The HOA tried to fight me. They called the cops. The cops shrugged and said, "Looks like he's right." They tried to take me to court. The judge laughed them out of the building once I showed the deed. In the end, every single car owner had to pay to get their vehicle back. Some forked it over immediately. Others let their cars sit for weeks, racking up storage fees. A few sold their junkers to cover the debt. And the best part? The HOA had to take down their stupid sign and issue a public apology in their little newsletter. "We regret the misunderstanding regarding the private roadway and will respect all property boundaries moving forward." Now my road is quiet again. No more freeloaders. No more HOA nonsense. And Rick, he still glares at me when we cross paths, but he doesn't say a word, because he knows what will happen if he does.